Beats audio. There's a number of things that come to mind when I think of Beats audio. Number one being how massively popular they were back in 2013, 2014. And number two being that Apple bought them out for $3 billion back in 2014. And, well, Apple now owns them, so they put the prices up extra than what they were beforehand. So, yeah, about 2013, maybe late 2012, I was collecting Beats products. I was a big fan of just collecting all sorts of knockoffs at the markets and all that sort of stuff, and occasionally buying a real pair at cash converters when they thought they were fake and they ended up being genuine. And to be honest, to this day, I still use Beats headphones to do video editing, sound editing, and all that sort of stuff. My trusty mixers here, which look a little bit ratty, but they cost me $50 at cash converters, and they hold up entirely well, and they're just so comfortable, and I haven't found anything that replaces these, and I've got like 2 extra pairs that work just fine, just in case anything happens to that one. So I have a massive collection out in the garage that I don't know if you guys want to see. If you want to see all the knockoffs that I've got some crazy knockoffs like Soul Republic, Crossbeats, and just all sorts of weirdo ones. But if you want to see them, I am happy to start putting them on this channel, but yeah, let me know. But otherwise, let's kick in to this video showing you the Beats pill. This was at a flea market at a stand where they just had a number of knockoff electronics and stuff, and this was only $30 back in the day, which I'll say is about 2013 or thereabouts. And this was awesome because I wanted a Bluetooth speaker. I didn't have one. I really wanted one. And these were sort of the new thing that was out and about. Sorry, edit. It is 2013. It was somewhere in the neighborhood of 2013, late 2013. Yeah, I really wanted a Bluetooth speaker. I seen this and I thought, cool. It was Beats. I like Beats. I had a whole heap of them. And I thought, why not get it? So I did. And well, the box is not accurate to what it's supposed to be. As you can see, it's just really poorly printed. Big sound and a portable pill, the clear full range sound of Beats' superior audio technology delivered in a portable lightweight package. Hear that music as the artist intended. Pair, play, and talk wirelessly. Yeah, it's got NFC and all that sort of stuff. I think it has NFC. I'm not too sure. I think it does. Yes, it does. Bluetooth, microphone, NFC, 7 batteries. No, it's 7-hour battery. And charges via USB. Super. Then there's also this. Bluetooth, computer, output, MP3, MP4, iPod, iPhone, mobile phone audio output, radio, and CD, DVD from about like 2002 there. And that's like from the 1960s. And like, why not have your own headphones? Anywho, yeah, this really isn't the best. And packaging wise, it's like, yeah. There's the original sticker that was on the Beats pill. And that's just answer end, play pause, and hold switch. And press and hold to pair. And that's about it. And there it is here. It is a little grimy because it was sitting out in my garage and I didn't have it in any packaging. Why won't it come out? For fuck's sakes. There we go. And then there's just that. There was a tiny, like 50 centimeter micro USB cable that it came with, which I probably used for something else. So Beats pill, here it is. You can see the 4 drivers that are supposed to be in there. And yes, this came out, the original Beats pill came out 2013 in about July. And it was a pretty cool thing, decent amount of sound and stuff, but it was just the price range that was a little bit on the iffy side. Now that Apple has acquired Dr. Dre by, a little string, they can now just go, it was $300? Nah, it's $600 now because we're Apple. I can already see that dislike button just go ding, 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 ding. So, because I don't like Apple much. Okay, so here's the Beats pill. It's a Beats pill, and yeah, 4 drivers in it. I believe these are slightly subwoofers, and then these are the actual drivers there, but I'm not too sure. It looks different to the one on Google. There's a little grip there that says Beats pill. This would probably have the screws to take it apart. I wanted to take it apart, but I don't want to take it apart because I kind of still want to have it in its pristine condition. And likely I'll take it apart and everything will fall out of it. So the play and the volume buttons, or the next buttons are there. The NFC tag is somewhere there. On button is there. The micro USB port, as well as the Bluetooth and an input and output as well. Now, I remember going into JB Hi-Fi, which is an electronics store in Australia here. I remember going in there and feeling their display Beats Pill, and I remember feeling that this one's a lot cheaper and the real one's a lot heavier, of course. For $30, I was like, what could possibly be wrong with it? Alright, so headphone users, you have been warned. And to accompany Beats, I'll just use my iPhone 6s here to pair it. As you can see, there they all are there. I think it's this one here. And there you go. It's connected. And now you can play music, and it all works just as you would expect it to. However, I just disconnected it. The main test is actually seeing the audio quality. So I'm going to hook it up to my computer, play some no copyright sounds, and then I've got another one to show you. Wasn't that easy. The video is not going to be a 5-minute video. This one's going to be a long one, I think. Ignore the functionality of these buttons because basically it's just pause, play, volume up, and all that sort of stuff. The NFC tag isn't really important because it takes, it eliminates 5 seconds from pairing it with Bluetooth. So I'm not going to really say or do anything. So what I'm going to do, for testing purposes, it's going to sit right there. And I'll use my Beats branded cable here to plug it into my computer. It's still trying to look for Bluetooth. Silly thing. Okay, so the song that I am going to be testing on this is from an artist called Desmion, and the song is Back from the Dead, and it is a dubstep, bassy, electronic-y goodness thing to see what this thing is capable of. So I have my computer on about 12% volume. I'll start to play it and then gradually increase it until it gets to the absolute maximum. See how it sounds. It's going to sound a lot horrible to you headphone users, but you'll know the difference. Alright, let's pump it up. 50%.
We're back from the dead.
The thing literally is like vibrating because of all the sound that's going through it. It's ridiculous. That's what it sounds like. And to be honest, for $30, it sounds pretty good. Even at 100% volume, it retains bass, it retains the highs and mids and all that sort of stuff. It's very, very, very good for what it is. Definitely wouldn't have bought the real thing, considering that this one's like practically the same thing. But anyways, that's that one. So keep in mind, that's what this one sounds like. Alright, so the next one here. One of my local cash converter stores to the rescue here. And they had this just on the shelf for $29. And I thought to myself, that looks kind of interesting. And I thought, it would make for a decent video, somewhat. So I asked if they could do it cheaper, and they said, yeah, we can do it for $20. So I paid $20 for this one. And this one is based on the Beats Pill XL. But, there's a few differences with this one. While this is not exactly a replica of the Beats Pill XL, it's somewhat close. So, it's just called the Pill XL. Ta-da. We have Pill XL just written there. It's like, we were supposed to have Beats there, but, we can't do that. Nah. Then we have some really crappy looking buttons here that are just generic Bluetooth stuff. And then we have this little flap here. Now on the real deal, it's supposed to have an input for a power adapter, an input and an output, and then a full-sized USB port. On this one, we have a micro USB port, a really cheap full-size USB port, and a slot for a micro SD card, as well as a headphone jack. Hoorah. Feels really cheap. This feels like it's just going to break any second, but, you know, whatever. And on the back here, we can see the decently sized subwoofer, which does pump out a lot of bass and all that sort of good stuff. But it's when we flip to the front of the unit that things become more apparent. Also, danger, do not use or connect to supply. This electrical equipment may be faulty. Well, thanks, cash converters. I'll just ignore that warning, considering. Okay, but on the front here is the best part. Instead of a B, we have an F. Because they needed to make sure that they were absolutely out of the clear with anything to do with copyright, and they decided to just put an F there. So, it's the Feats by Dre, if you wanted to call it that, or whatever. You be imaginative, make up a name for yourself for this. But there is a difference. There is two massive drivers on the real deal. There is smaller ones, and then the two massive ones, and then a smaller one. So 4 drivers are supposed to be on there, but there's only 2 on this one, and a subwoofer. But this is practically the exact same as the previous one. See? And it makes the exact same sounds when I connect to my iPhone 6S and all that sort of stuff. Yes, I have an iPhone 6S, but I bought it from Cash Converters. I didn't pay a cent to Apple. I'm all good. Thank you very much. And I only use it for music. So the exact same test is going to occur. Plug this in. Pump it up from, so let's start 10%, then 50%, then 100%. And then you can see the differences. So input, here we are. I actually haven't even tested to see if the input here actually works or not. So let's see. Also, keep an eye on the drivers here. These actually look like, I don't know, like 40mm drivers, maybe 50mm. So, yeah, okay. So, yeah, you press mode and it changes modes to auxiliary and, you know, micro SD and all that sort of stuff. Now that chime is from Mac OS, that's your little alert tone. At the time this was released, Apple had already owned Beats, so I think, you know, if this is a fake, then they were like, well, let's put Apple elements into it, whatever. I think I'm on auxiliary now, so let's try it. Alright, let's start here, and then 50%. That's 50.
We're back from the dead.
Hell yeah.
So what do you think? 50%? 50?
We're back from the dead.
Hell yeah.
I don't know. I like this one because of the whole handle thing, and it just looks really cool. And it looks like someone's already tried to take it apart. I feel like taking it apart, but I don't want to take it apart. Just, I have a feeling that there's just going to be so much cheapness inside of here that it will just fall apart into pieces, and I'll never be able to put it back together, and I can't solder or anything, so it's going to be sad. I don't know. They're just really oddball things. Just turn this off. That noise. That will haunt me in my dreams. Actually, I kind of see the screw locations just along here. So, it might be easy to disassemble. I don't know, if you guys want me to tear them apart, I might tear them apart, but otherwise, yeah, I'll just leave them as they are. What do you think of these things? Are they worth it? Maybe. Instead of the B, the classic Beats logo, they just slapped an F on it and went, good enough. So that will do it for this video. These are the Beats Pill, well, the Pill XL, Feats Pill XL, whatever, and that's the Beats Pill knockoff thing, and yeah, that's really it. As I said, if you want me to pull out all of the random ones that I've got out in the garage, I'm happy to do that. If you want some filler content between shoes while I'm waiting for them to be delivered, I'm happy to do that. You just let me know in the comments and I shall do that. If you haven't already known, I've been accepted into the YouTube partner program, so now I can make money off my videos and expand the horizons of my videos and do some better quality content and all that sort of stuff. So hopefully by next year, things will start looking very good for the channel, hopefully. Anyways, thank you for watching. Let me know what you thought of these, and we'll see you in the next video, whatever that may be. Hopefully it's shoes. Maybe. I don't know. They were supposed to come today. They didn't. Stupid post office. If you like this content, feel free to leave a like or a dislike if you didn't. Thanks heaps for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next video.